Favor.
Yeah, this favor. Wow. Now, the last time I came, you had about 100 children. Now, has that number increased?
Yeah, I think we had 150 of the children when we came.
150 kids. What's the number now?
I will have 210 at the moment.
210 children. So what's happening? Is it that the case of child witchcraft abuse is getting worse, or is it that you're discovering more children? What's happening?
Well, the situation is there. We understand it will take some time for this to be fully addressed.
Okay.
Because the mentality of the people have not yet been sharpened.
Okay.
Now, what we understand that some of the children who now came here have been from the record from history. Have been already abandoned. Okay. Even before the Child Rights Act was put in place.
Okay, so some of these kids had been abandoned even before the Child Rights Act came. I see.
And unfortunately, we have a good number of them streaming in from the riverine area.
Yes.
The coastal area.
Yes.
This is where people don't tend to understand what is the meaning of the Child Rights Law.
Okay.
Yeah, they don't even understand if such thing exists.
Okay.
So it behoves of.
Now, what I want to do is I want to show you the injuries on some of these children so that you understand the victimization and the abuse taking place. And so we're not just telling stories here. This is real life, and that's why this footage is so that you can do something for these kids. Now, if you just pan the camera down. Now, the child has what's this? Is this a burn or something?
Marcus, it's what? Fire?
Fire.
Burns. Okay.
What happened? Your mother said you, and what did she do to you here? She poured petrol on your hand and burnt your hand. What's your name, dear? Mark Rose. So you can see her mother accused her of being a witch and poured petrol on her hand and lit that hand with fire. Now I'm going to show you other kids right now. How did your mother know you're a witch? Oh, so your mother didn't say you're a witch. The pastor said you're a witch.
Yeah, it's the pastor told the mother.
Oh, it's the pastor told your mother?
Yes.
Are you a witch?
No.
She says she's not a witch. The pastor told her mother that she was a witch, and the pastor burnt her. Poor. Terrible. Now, this is another one. Just watch this one. Can you pan that down? Let's look at this. Now, you see there's an injury there. There's a very deep cut there. And I'm going to ask her how she received this cut. Pan it down, because you see that? Okay. Now, what's your name? What's your name?
My name is
Udwa, what happened to your leg?
My uncle's wife said that I am a witch.
Your uncle's wife said you're a witch. And what did she do?
She take me out and tied.
She tied you with what? With the what?
Rope.
With a rope. How long was she tied up with a rope?
From the brief information we get from her, she was frequently tied and hung on top of the roof. So while the head was dangled upside down. And
she was tied round her ankle and hung from a ceiling, from a roof.
While
upside down.
While the head
was down. So the whole weight of the body was on this ankle.
So when they discovered how she got free, and
she was almost dying.
You know, free her, maybe believing that she'll
die.
Eventually die on the bench.
Who told your uncle that you're a witch?
There's one of the boys that always go and mention people witch.
There's someone who, was it in the church or what? Where?
In the road.
On the road. The person will just say you're a witch. And that's it.
What is trying to say in essence here? There is a child that is believed to be a very famous witch
Okay.
Now it's a little child that was stigmatized in the
Okay.
church that
Yeah.
she was, and
Okay.
because of the
Reputation of this child.
Yes, he was attacked, being beaten.
Yeah.
And from there he kept on
Confessing who are the
yes,
witches and wizards.
identifying other witches.
So this child who they supposedly said was a witch,
yeah,
after being victimized, was then forced
used
to confess
yes,
who are the
Identify,
witches and
identify,
wizards
yes,
in the village. And this child named has
Yes.
been a witch,
Yes.
as one of the witches.
Yes, she's been one of the victims as a result of that. So the
Now-
child is being paid
The child is
being
paid to name,
to identify.
to identify the children that are witches and wizards. Now I'm going to ask you something. Are you a witch?
No.
You're not a witch. Look at this pretty girl. She's smiling. I mean, what kind of world do we live in that parents and a whole community can accuse a child of being a witch without any evidence, tie her around her ankle and on the roof and suspend her upside down? And Sam said that she was abandoned in the bush thinking that she'll die, but somehow she was rescued. What a wicked world. Press it. I have another child here, one of the youngest kids here. Her name is, what's her name? Yeah, and you just pan the camera down, you'd see she's got burns there. Now, Sam, what is the story here? What's the story here?
The story of this child being abandoned in the market. She was there for about to the age of 10 months.
Abandoned in the market at the age of 10 months.
We understand from magnitude of injury.
So she was abandoned in the market 10 months by her mother, and this injury could have been sustained through exorcism or through some kind of abuse. But obviously, this is not an accident. I mean, this is a deliberate injury on this child. Okay. What's your name, dear? What's your name? Emilia. Emilia, I'm taking you out today. We're gonna have lunch together. How about that? This child, okay, what's the boy's name?
Okay.
Kingsley. Okay. What happened to Kingsley?
Kingsley's case is quite very one with curiosity. Kingsley was flung into the river by the brother.
He was thrown into the river
by the uncle.
Right.
Ikiddeh.
Okay. Okay.
We do not believe that these children are witches in any form. Okay.
Because they say once a witch, always a witch,
Okay.
and there's nothing you can do about
That
that.
is it. But we have a different view that these children have never been a witch.
That's right. They've never
from Adam.
don't even know anything about
Yes,
being
yes.
of witchcraft.
So in essence, the mother looked at him as a source of worry, a thorn in the flesh, and handed over him to the uncle, Ikiddeh, who put on a motorbike and drove to up to about 10 kilometers away from their own town. Then took him and told him that because you are a witch, and I want you to prove you are a power of the proof, you are a power of witchcraft, and swim out of the river. He flung the boy into the river. So the boy was fortunate, you know. There was this tree brought down, fell down by the road construction workers. So one of the branch of the tree, so the boy hung
onto the branch
until morning, where people saw him raise a lamp. So the police of were from Ruku.
So he was in that water the whole night.
About from 12 midnight he was there.
This little boy.
Yeah. So the police now came and rescued him. So they called
Is this a recent case?
Yes.
How old is this case?
This took place in December.
December, when I was here.
Yeah.
Wow. And he's alive today.
He's alive
to tell his story. What's your name? Sorry? What's your name? Kingsley.
The mother definitely, when the police, we went back there with the police, we discovered that the mother ran away to Cameroon.